Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and happy July. So excited to have you all with us today. Oh, I just realized that says July 7th. Not sure why it says July 7th. It should say July 1st, but that's all right. We will fix that right up. It is July 1st, 2016. We're so excited to have you all with us today. And as you can see, what's on our agenda for July 1st is the KW website rollout update. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. We've been talking about that, and we have a few things to add to it as well when we discuss the EEDGE and EAGENTC websites, what we do with new agents, what we do with current agents, questions that we can answer, maybe some scripts that we can use, and so forth. We're going to help each other out during this part of the presentation. And then, of course, EEDGE updates. We've got a couple pretty exciting EEDGE updates to share with you. We're going to talk about the MegaCamp testimonial video. As you all saw possibly in the blog, we talked about a contest that we have, so I'm super excited about sharing that with those of you that are not familiar with it. And then, of course, our upcoming events. As always, please let us know how we can help you in getting you all the information you need. All right, so let's start with the KW website update. Now, everybody's been rolled out, as you may know. Our next focus is on our Canadian market centers. Once people are logged into MyKW, they should be able to use the technology drop-down. And in fact, this is a great place to take people when they're looking for information on the KW website, as well as access to their KW websites, because they can get to the EAGENTC website and the new KW website all on this page. It talks about WolfNet IDX and so forth. So this is a really great page to go to and to get to know, to get your audience, to get your participants and agents and associates to that place. Now, if they have not, if they don't see the button, there's really two reasons why at this point. There's two reasons why, because all MLSs have launched. So one reason might be that the MLS ID is missing in white pages. All right, that is something that the office administrator can handle, and there's actually a report available, I believe, to technology coordinators that allows you to see whose MLS ID is on file. In fact, I have an example of that. I don't know why I'm telling you I think there is, because I know for a fact. Approved, you will not get access or the ability to launch your new KW website. Here is a list of the reports that are available for your agent MLS ID and your email. And as I mentioned, this is something that the tech coordinators asked us for, and we delivered it to you pretty quickly. Our reports team jumped right on top of that opportunity, and thank you all very much for the recommendation. You can find this under my KW reports, web statistics, and then agent MLS ID and email summary. Gail asks, when is the mobile app IDX coverage switching from WolfNet? There's no word on that, Gail. I have zero information to provide you on that, but however, I can tell you that WolfNet is still powering the IDX, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And Gail, I don't know the answer to your second question. We'll talk about that offline. David asks, how long should it take for new associates to have access to the system once entered in KW? So if the MLS ID is in white pages and the email is created within the next day, I believe they should have that opportunity. So be sure all of that is complete in the white pages. It might even be faster than that. Great questions, great questions. So Candace saying she understands that when somebody is missing potentially their MLS ID or their KW email, or they're a brand new agent, KWRI is sending a nightly report. I don't know for a fact, Candace, that is happening at this time. I do know that is our goal. we are pushing that data through to Playster as soon as possible. I don't have an exact time. If you do have somebody waiting for it, in other words, if it's longer than 24 hours, then I would get in contact with our support team directly. They can tell you exactly what's happening with that specific profile. It might be something that they did incorrectly. Maybe they requested a KW email address that cannot be approved. So we definitely want to reach out to our support team and of course look at the places where we add that information to make sure that's gone through. So Gail is telling me with new agents, as soon as the MLS ID is added, and I'm assuming as soon as they have their KW agent email address, they are they're being launched the next day. Thank you, Gail. That's great information. So it is happening 24 hours when they come in originally. Now, I don't know if they missed the original launch. Now they add it. I can't say that's happening next day. If anybody has seen that, please let us know. And of course, we have tons of videos. We're adding more and more videos all the time. I'm just pumping them out, and they're producing them, and they are looking great. So go to this location for all of the latest videos. We probably even have more than what is listed here. Okay, Jessica, in your case, I would definitely contact support at kw.com. David is telling me he was told by Playster it's 7 days right now, so they're saying a week. Getting different reports from some others. So what I would say is let's keep our eye on it. It sounds like different people are getting different results. I would love to know what those results are. Please keep us posted on it. Definitely work with our support team, work with the Playster team, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that we push those out much sooner than later for you all. And that's, I agree, Stu, it might have to do with the MLS. It's really hard to say, but we are going to be pushing those files sooner and sooner, much sooner, very soon, I should say. All right, let's continue. The EAGE and EAGENTC websites. I got a lot of questions. It's a great timing for all of this regarding the EAGENTC websites, the EEDGE websites. What do I do when a new agent joins? So we're going to kind of go through what we have found would be necessary for agents to, one, accomplish right away. Two, maybe we can accomplish in some time. We don't currently have an exact process for this, so we'll be building this process along with your recommendations, so please follow along with us here. So we're going to talk about the EAGE and the EAGENTC websites. So we're going to talk about this as new agents. So we're going to talk about the EAGE and EAGENTC websites as far as new agents go. So in our recommendation, new agents are their EAGENTC website. There's really no need to do that. They have a fully optimized website that is actually mobile optimized. The EAGENTC website is not, and it would really be a waste of their time doing that because it will soon fade away. So we're going to just not have them set it up. However, there are some things tool. All right, those two things are section 1.2, edit contact information, and the edit contact information is what goes on the mobile app and feeds to some other KW systems. So we're going to make sure that is complete. We also want to make sure that section 4.1 WolfNet IDX is requested. Now, this doesn't have to do necessarily with the new KW websites. What it has to do with is ensuring WolfNet IDX is requested, and since it's requested, then it can be used on that agent's mobile app. So that's the reason 4.1 WolfNet IDX, that's the reason it will be completed. And someone's saying, Dev, sound's going in and out. I'm going to do my best to try to solve that. I don't know. I have everything pretty cranked up, so hopefully it gets better. I'll talk as loud as possible. All right, next we're going to talk about the new agents when it comes to EEDGE. Okay, when it comes to EEDGE, we definitely want to be sure agents are completing their My Account information. You can see My Account. I'll highlight that for you all. For those of you that are PowerPoint impaired, we're going to click on My Account. The reason we want to complete My Account is because this profile information, okay, that is fed once we click this edit button. This profile information and this marketing information is what shows up on our EAGENTC websites. No, is what shows up on our EEDGE marketing pieces. It's what shows up on our EEDGE marketing pieces. So those EEDGE marketing pieces that you're sending out through email, or even those that you print, you want to ensure have the correct information. That information is all fed from the EEDGE My Account settings. The images down below, you don't necessarily have to worry about, well, I want to back up. You want to add a website image, you want to add a marketing image, and if you have a logo, add a logo. You could also add a KW logo. Now, the marketing image and the marketing logo, you do not want to be exactly the same because they will show up on your flyers twice. People will think you just really like yourself a lot. That may be true, but we don't want to show people that on our flyers. Now, the marketing image and the website image can be alike. The reason I'm even going to show have the website image on there is because, let me back that up, is because I want to, if I'm going to use my EEDGE website, okay, if I'm going to be using my EEDGE website, I'm going to want to make sure my image is correct on there. At this time, if their EEDGE website, let me back that up. Their EEDGE website is pretty much set up for them when they get started, when they launch. And it's all part, at this time, it's all part of activating the EEDGE system. So we're going to have them just go ahead and continue going through that exercise. That EEDGE website is out there. It's available to use. It can still be used to communicate with your contacts, with your sphere, accessing the MLS, all of those things that you take advantage of with a website. This can do. It is, as we mentioned, set it and forget it. If you don't advertise it, most times people aren't going to find it. If you do advertise it through, let's say, your marketing pieces or the search MLS features, those great features that are integrated within the CRM that do work with the website, you can continue to use those. It's entirely up to you. And you just might have two solutions. Ask people which one they want to use. Or if you, as a new agent, let them set everything up, let the EAGENTC website get set up, and then they don't have to do anything further with it. They just have to continue to use their new KW website. However, as I mentioned, if by some miraculous reason the website is found, they still will be contacted. That lead will still go into the EEDGE database. All right, and then of course, if you have an EAGENTC website, this is a common question. This is agents that are current agents, not new agents, current agents that have a custom domain name redirected to their EAGENTC website. A quick fix to that without having to change your sign writers, your business cards, and so forth is to just simply redirect the custom domain name to your KW website. Your KW website has within it some specific instructions on exactly how to redirect the domain name from one domain to another, and it probably has information about your specific domain host. GoDaddy, BlueDog, any of those domain hosts will most likely be supported by the information that's in the Play Store help sections. So look for that when you are trying to customize, when you are wanting to move your domain name or even purchase and redirect a custom domain name. Those instructions are excellent. Now, one of the things you want to do is if you have a custom domain name redirecting to your EAGENTC website, chances are pretty good you've done some work to that EAGENTC website. You've added colors. You've come up with a brand. You have some consistent looks and feels. Just ensure that is brought over to your new KW website as best you can. Make sure you have the colors. Make sure you have the same logos and the same type of search information. That way, when people come to the site, what they're going to see, they're not going to be wonder why they're at this site. They're going to see that you have a new, exciting website. All right, so let's go through some of the questions that are being asked in here. And I apologize about those of you that are saying I'm breaking up. We are recording, so I'm sure the recording will come through very clear, and you can get that recording on the KW Technology Trainers YouTube channel. So I apologize about that. Okay, Donald's asking, oh, great point, Donald. Thank you. Donald says you have to edit 2.4 as well, so the website is displayed correctly on the KW.com profile. You are exactly right. Let me back up. I will add that information here to the presentation. We're going to actually do a presentation on this. And what he's saying is under 2024, you have the ability to put any website that you want people to visit when they find you on KW.com or anywhere that it says visit my website on directly from KW.com. Thank you very much for that, David. Good job, and I will add that. Gail saying, what about 4.5 characters for display? So, Gail, 4.5, I believe, is the mobile app, the mobile property search. We won't be talking about that. Yep, I see again, Mike is mentioning 2.4. Nice catch, guys. Thank you. Kyle, 2.4, yes, obviously. Thank you, Kyle. Jolene asked, do you need to hook up the MLS IDX for marketing listings? The answer to that is yes. You want to create the MLS IDX for marketing listings. Now, what you can do, Jolene, is when you request the IDX, let's say, for example, you're creating an open house flyer, then when you put in that KWLS number, that MLS number, that listing data will come through, and then you can use that information. So that's a great point as well. You can certainly do that. What about community setup? No, don't. I mean, again, if you're going to use that website, then you would set up the communities. What if you have Market Leader Pro and the domain name is through Market Leader? Thank you for that question, Marty. You're going to work directly with Market Leader. Tony, I don't have a date when the EAGENTC websites will be terminated. Okay, there are tons of questions here. I'm going to run out of time if I continue on them. So what we're going to do is keep the questions coming. We're going to answer these offline, or we will respond to them in our technology blog or directly. Great questions. And if you all see anything else that needs to be added, let me know. All right, let's talk about the EEDGE updates. Hey, have you all seen this? I actually got some calls on this. Is this a real thing? Love this deal. So this is the DOTLOOP email address. Now with DOTLOOP, okay, remember if let's say for example you're to receive a full offer, you have 5 documents being sent to you from the listing agent. Now typically what we would do is we would go into My Transactions, we would start a new loop, then we could get the address of that loop, put it into the email, forward that email to that loop address, and then boom, all those mails would automatically go into that loop. We're actually doing a training on this on the 11th, by the way. Now, this email The email that I have, I covered up the rest of it so you guys aren't emailing there. If I get one of those full offers in a single email with several PDFs on it, all I have to do is hit forward to that address and then change the subject to new loop : and then whatever I want the new loop name to be. It doesn't have to be property name. It could be anything. And then boom, the new loop with the documents will show up in your loops. Is that the coolest thing ever? I absolutely love that. Tell me what you all think of that. Susan said, has this feature been there all along? I am not familiar with that feature, but I did just get this email, so maybe I did it recently. Amanda and Earl are excited about it, so maybe I didn't know about that part of it. All right, well, that's good. We did get an email, and I got a lot of questions on that, so I thought it would be good to mention that it is a real thing. So thank you all very much. Now, you are able to send an email to your loops and to specific loops, but have you been able to create a loop by just sending the email? In other words, you don't have a loop created. All you have to do is put in the subject, new loop, and then you put in whatever colon and then whatever the subject matter is. It creates the loop for you. Has that been, let me know if that, okay, sounds good. All right, thank you all very much. You just pulled all of the air out of me on that one, but that's all right. This is why you guys do that, and a few people it's new to. So we're happy with that. No worries, Mike. All right, not the first time you guys have corrected me. It's cool. Okay, here's another one. EEDGE update. So typically the add groups, remove groups, and delete buttons are now going away. We are now getting a new button called Update Records. And Update Records option will allow bulk options. Okay, it would allow bulk options, which means that I could check Pam, Mike, Francis, Gary, and Terry, and then I can click on the Update Contacts option, which is going to be right here. All right, and when we click Update Contacts, it's going to ask me, what do we want to do with these contacts? Do we want to edit the records? Do we want to send the contacts to the trash? Now, editing the records gives you all kinds of options as well to add or to edit that record. You could also mass delete specific records. This is a brand new feature. Really like this new feature. All right, tell me if this one has been around for a while, because I know it has not. That's a good one, right? I thought so. And I know how competitive you all are. I've seen it happen before. So here's what we'd like you to do. Now, we're not going to necessarily ask you to give us a testimonial unless you have one. Maybe something you took away from the ambassador session, the tech session that we had with you all. That was a big session, and it was really great from what I recall. Or maybe you have some agents that are doing some things that they learned from Megatech. Let's say, for example, KW Video. Maybe you have an agent that's really utilizing KW Video, or they learned something about video in the past Megatechs, doesn't even have to be last year's, and they're implementing that into their business. Now, what we're going to do is we want you all to create those, interview as many agents as you can. That's going to help your chances. First thing we're going to do is take the video. Once you take the video, then upload it to KW Connect. Now that it's uploaded to KW Connect, we need to tag it. Be sure you put in the tags when you create a video. If you've never created a video before, you add tags to it. We're going to tag the video with Megatech 16. That's all you have to put on there. And then save it, get your agents to vote on it. That's the most important thing. Your agents are going to vote on it. You're going to see the scores go up, the thumbs go up. It's going to be a lot of fun for you and for your agents to watch their videos explode. what will happen is the videos, a lot of them will be, not just the winners, will be featured in KW Now and KW Connect. So you can watch all of the videos, and then of course those that win will be in the limelight. They'll be announced in different KW publications, plus we have a bonus. That bonus is what we call the base egg. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the base egg. Basically, the base egg is a portable wireless audio device. It turns anything you put it on into a speaker. If you have a dresser, it makes it a speaker. If you have a jogger, it makes it a speaker. If you have an ice chest, you've got a speaker. It is really incredible on how powerful this Bluetooth-enabled bass egg is, and I can't wait to give it to one of you so that you can start to rock out your presentations beforehand. A great way of getting everybody energized before class. Mike would love an egg speaker. Well, Mike, you know what you need to do. Get on it, my friend. Yes, Candace, the Tech Ambassador Special was extended for KW Video. All you have to do is just wait for them to contact you when we are done. April, regarding your question on Playster, please contact them directly. Okay. Upcoming events. All right. One of our biggest upcoming events is MegaCamp. And so we want to be sure you all are registering for that, not just for MegaCamp, MegaTech. Absolutely want you guys a part of that. And of course, the MC Tech Ambassador Session. That may or may not be published, I'm not sure, but you'll have no trouble finding it. So we're going to be looking for you Thursday, August 11th. And then Friday, August 12th is Mega Agent. Please visit our MegaCamp site. If you have questions, that's mapscoaching.com/MegaCamp. And Candace, what do you need published? Tell me what you'd like me to publish. The link to MegaCamp, the, oh, you're asking to publish it? Yeah, I just have to, we're just not sure if the publishing team has received it. And I meant to share that link with all of you. I think I shared it with just one person, so give me a moment. There we go. All right, here's what's on our calendar. As you probably know, July 4th, no webinar. No webinar at all, July 4th. July 11th, we have a Technology Systems for Success. The Systems for Success webinar will be regarding your My Transactions and emailing My Transactions. We're going to tell everybody about all of the email options they have with My Transactions. And then July 18th is our Internet Lead Generation Part 1. We're going to repeat that. However, we're going to be putting a spin on that. We're going to be talking about how to plug your Internet Lead Generation into your KW website. And then July 25th is your KW website's Now What. A lot of the information you all have just provided me is going to be very helpful for that particular training. All right, let's see. We are, oh gosh, 1 minute. Okay, I'm killing on time, so this is great. All right, I've got some fun facts for you. So here's the thing. I'm going to bring up some numbers, okay? And these numbers have something to do with the 4th of July. And I want you all to tell me what you think these numbers represent, all right? So here we go. The first fun fact, 2.5 million. What does that represent? 2.5 million. I'm going to give you guys just a little bit to answer. I know there's a little bit of a delay, That's injuries, flags displayed, fireworks. These are all great choices. Fingers lost, number of fireworks that are shot. No, you guys are awesome, but no, that is the number of people that were living in the newly independent nation on July 1776. All right, next one, number 52. What's the number 52? What does that have to, what does that represent? Oh, Jolene nailed it. Who else? Look at that. Okay, Kathy, a card pickups. I don't know what that means, Gail. 52 card pickups. Good one, Gail. No, I tell you, Jolene and Kathy, we're right on it. That is this number of signers of the Declaration of Independence. All right, awesome. All right, next one, 152 million. What's this one? I don't know, Mike. I Googled it. All right, 152 million. What's that? Today's population, incorrect. Anybody else? No, David. Hamburgers. Oh, you're close, Sarah. Come on. You can do it, Sarah. Be fast. Hot dogs. Good job, Sarah. Way to hint Susan and David. That's right. 152 million hot dogs are going to be consumed this weekend. 152 million. All right, last one. 328 million. Let's make this obvious. 328 million. What do you guys think that represents? Incorrect, Kathy. It's going to be obvious. It's going to be obvious for today, for the 4th of July. That's right. You guys are close. Alka-Seltzer after. Yes, Gail. That is true. But no, it is 328 million pounds of fireworks. Million pounds of fireworks will be exploded this holiday season. And speaking of exploding this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, please be careful this weekend. We hope you all have a very safe and happy 4th of July. As we mentioned, we'll be getting this up on our technology trainers YouTube channel just shortly, and hope you all are making it a great day at Keller Williams. And as always, stay on the edge of technology by using KW Technology. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.